The street door opened. Count Claude Alphonse de la Fetière stood on the threshold. Yves Perquot rose to his feet as if a red-hot poker had been thrust against him. His face changed into a satanic mask. Before Vane could move or cry out, this intense young man was leaning over the table and hitting Vane across the face with the back of a hand. Chapter 7. Marianne cried out sharply. Men and women at the nearby tables turned to stare. Vane felt his cheeks burn red, then go white. His tongue felt thick and swollen in his mouth. He sat frozen in shocked surprise, unable to move or speak. Was this man insane? These things he had been telling him, were they all lies? Then de la Fetière stood at the table. His eyes were a feverish green as he glanced from the harshly breathing Perquot to Vane. The scar at his mouth was more red than Vane remembered it, as if flushed with blood. I am inopportune, he murmured. Extremely so, Claude, said Yves Perquot quickly. This American boy insulted me. Gave me the lie right to my teeth. I requested satisfaction, naturally. His hands were steady, Vane noticed, as Perquot withdrew a silver snuff box from an inner pocket of his bobtailed coat. Snapping it open, he applied the powdery brown stuff to each nostril. Any suspicion of insanity on Vane's part faded before the keen glance Perquot gave de la Fetière. The Count smiled grimly, bowing slightly. Then I suppose I must defer to your claim on him? As a favor, may I ask you to forego the pleasure until the snuff box cover closed with a sharp snap. Indeed no, my dear Claude. I beg your understanding. My claim is the prior one. The American must answer to my blade first. De la Fetière let his disappointment show as he gazed down at Stephen Vane. Edmond Baudet is a good friend of mine. Someone ran him through with a sword yesterday. Vane felt his muscles loosen with relief. His belief in Yves Perquot was restored. The romantic fool had conceived the slap in the face as a way to save Vane's life. By challenging the American to a duel, he forestalled de la Fetière from the same maneuver. Vane drawled, not someone, MCULE compte. It was my blade that ran Godet through. He enjoyed the look of stark amazement that Perquot flung at him. The man was trying to prevent my departure from the Belchen plantation with my wife. You remember my marriage with Yvette Descalles? Fury put a scowl on de la Fetière's face. I remember very well. Vane was nonchalant. One might almost say that marriage is the reason for your sudden interest in a duel with me, eh? So as to remove the husband, permitting you a closer acquaintance with the wife. The Count stiffened. This is insufferable. I thought it might be. Perhaps I should add my pleas to Yves with your own, to permit a duel with you first. I do not relish finding a dagger in my back, as du Reynolds did. Inasmuch as it was your hand put it there, you will understand my worry. De la Fetière choked with rage, his face purpling. Vane said loudly, my wife saw the murder commit Ted. She saw you walk with du Reynolds in the garden, saw you drive the dagger into his back. A lie. A bald lie. All I wanted was an excuse, said Vane softly. His left fist shot forward, caught the Count on the side of his face, drove him reeling back into a table. Bottles fell and crashed on the floor. Men cried out, rising to their feet. A woman screamed. Have you gone mad? Grated Perquot, leaning forward. Vane was around the side of the table, brushing the other man away. His hands went down entangled in the frock coat of the Count, lifting him up. No man can say my wife is a liar, Count de la Fetière, he said gently, and hit him again. The Frenchman went down across the table, carrying it with him. He lay unmoving on the floor. There was blood on his face from a crushed nose. Vane looked at the knuckles of his right hand. I believe we have a quarrel to settle, Yves, he said to that gaping gentleman. He swung to Marianne, who was staring up at him with glowing eyes. My dear, your looked at him. I owe you an apology, Captain Vane, he said. I hit you with the idea of protecting you from the Lafayette's rapier. Anyone who could kill Edmond Godet with a coliquemer needs no protection. Vane laughed. Just the same, we will fight our little duel. When Ives Perquot glanced at him questioningly, he nodded. Exactly. So then our dear Count can never believe you struck me only to protect me. Vane handed Marianne into the barouche. As Perquot spoke to the driver, Vane made room for the French man. Perquot frowned. It is a delicate question, this. Are you going through with the duel to protect me, assuming de Lafayette will call me out for preventing his issuing a challenge, or to protect your good name as you said? I must give it thought. Marianne said sweetly,